thing. Hit the thing.
Are those Vacation Bible School glasses? Are they
Swag.
They were free from Infocom. Fades itself out.
That
now.
is and
good job?
That's high dollar right there, kids.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. It's All Fish and Chips, the podcast. My name is Thor, and this is episode 100. This is where I wish I had the 100. Really get into it.
Just the reverb. You wish you had the reverb.
I know. The board the reverb on is gone. Sitting to my left, you just heard him. You know he's here. He's back from an extended vacation, but he's promised he's going to be on every episode until 200. It's Tyler.
How do you like them apple guys?
Oh,
Glad to be here. It's exciting. We made it so far.
some of us made it further than
I have
others.
made it. I think this is my third or fourth episode.
Right? I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they were surprised that you were on the podcast, and I was like, well, he's been here for like, I don't know, 40% of them probably, but here for almost 100% of the time, wearing his
Camp F. It looks like Camp F from my side.
Camp F
Camp F stories.
Camp F stories. It's the camp where you don't give an F. It's Bubby.
I feel so old at 100.
I know, right? You look good for 100 though,
Yeah, you
Bubby.
do.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're bringing it together. And then the anchor to this podcast, the reason we're all here, couldn't do it without her. It's Amanda.
Up yours.
Oh, wow.
Amanda's trying out a new catchphrase. I think it's probably going to stick.
Bring in the sass.
So last week, Tyler, you were not part of this,
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
as usual.
Yeah.
We had some questions that we were going to answer this week.
Okay.
So you'll have to just...
I want Tyler.
I'll just pipe in. No.
Tyler's going to go first on all of these.
All right, let's go.
Because he has not had... These were sent to us from a friend of the podcast, Carol.
Okay.
These are trivia questions about the podcast. And we
All right.
we teased them last week, but this week we're going to get to the answers as far as we know.
You're about to have a glimpse into my high school grade book here.
Right?
'Cause,
Question number one. Bubby mispronounces words in several episodes. Name as many as you can.
I think it's probably all of. Dang it! There was one that happened on the podcast I just listened to last week's.
Okay.
Words are hard.
Supposedly.
ago.
No,
Supposedly, no, that's somebody else we know that. All right.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
right.
I'm going to fail this. I just know I am.
Bubby,
It's going to be great.
you don't have a single one.
He doesn't know.
All of them?
All of them? All right, Amanda.
Does an accent count?
I don't think, no. When he's trying to have an accent, I don't believe that counts.
Because my favorite is heel.
Heel.
Heel. When
Feel.
it goes sled down the heel.
So I saw down that old heel.
Feel.
Oh, I wish I could. It'll pop up in my head later. The one
I don't
from
feel as
the
bad
last
now.
episode that I listened to.
Okay.
It was so funny. It happens all the time.
Okay. Next question, Tyler. What was your favorite? What's 100 episodes in? You've listened to probably a third of them.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode?
Uh-huh.
It was probably the episode. I can't remember exactly. There's one we introduced these.
The shot glasses?
It was the episode that we introduced those, and I think it was I'm trying to think of what we had. I just remember that one sticks out. Whatever it was that...
I think that's banana pudding was the shot glasses.
Was it? I think that's the one.
Maybe.
I know it's not the original Malort
No.
drink. But
We do not have these.
I think it's
Malort.
banana pudding.
Maybe.
So
Okay. Bubby?
When we talk about Halloween, the season of Halloween,
Uh-huh.
those are my favorite. Talking
Okay.
about
yeah, I almost said
the
that one. That
hayride
was
and
good.
stuff out in Aurora and
Okay.
those places.
Shooting the little home kids out there with the
Right.
paintball guns. Let's go.
Zombie kids, yeah. All right, Amanda, what's your favorite episode?
I'll let you know when it happens.
I should have.
Yeah.
Good answer.
I should have seen that one coming.
Good answer.
I don't know.
Mine was when we got to taste all the candies.
Oh, that's a good
Everybody brought
one.
in their favorite candies.
Bamboozle was a fun one too.
Yeah. Oh, and Bean
'Cause
Boozled. Yeah.
Bean Boozled was a good one because
Were you even here for that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I think he came the week after
Yes.
and then had to
Oh, yeah,
do the
yeah.
makeup
Yeah.
bean eating.
Oh.
I did the
Okay.
makeup.
Okay.
But yeah,
So you were part of Bean Part 2.
Yeah. The beaning.
the beaning.
All right, in episode 7, Tyler,
Yep.
I introduced the cast as members of a cruise ship. Who was the cruise director? Who is planning the itineraries? Who is the captain? And who is in county lockup? Amanda says she knows.
I'm pretty sure she was planning activities.
Okay.
I think you were captain. He was in lockup, and I was the last one.
I thought you were in lockup.
I think you were in lockup because you weren't
Tyler was in
there.
lockup.
Yeah, I think Tyler might have been in lockup.
Because I thought I did
You
at least the first
switched
10. Was
he-
I out on 7?
Well, he did a couple different cruises. Like
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
a cruise ship, and then there was like a pirate ship or something.
Yeah.
I think,
Okay.
too.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Kind of was
Yeah.
all over the place there at the
Yeah.
beginning.
But I think you were the captain. I'm pretty sure you were activities director.
And I think Bubby was planning the itinerary.
Yeah.
And
I was probably in lockup, though.
okay.
Yeah.
Now,
We agree with that.
this is the one I only know one of the two answers to.
Okay.
When we originally had catchphrases, everybody came up with a catchphrase
Mm-hmm.
for someone else. There were 2 for Amanda.
Yep.
We never used them.
Yep.
I used them some.
Welcome
Yeah.
to my blood zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Step into my blood.
They're stepping into my blood zone.
Okay, that's the one I
That's
didn't
the
remember.
one I remembered. I don't
I
think
remember the other one.
I can't think of the
The
other
other one was curly hair and a bluegrass flare.
That's right. That's
the
right.
other one.
No, I remember stepping into my blood zone for
If
sure.
anybody has somebody stumbles over their words on their bingo card, there you go.
Okay, Drake. That was me. And then I don't think we can read that one. So that was there's one that
right.
I don't think we can read. So I think that's it for that. So
All right. Well,
Of my catch.
I did not get as bad as I
no.
thought.
One of the questions Carol said, the one about somebody from an earlier episode, which
Oh yeah.
latecomers may not get to hear.
Yeah.
So
Latecomers will not.
you will not get to hear. I still have them
Yeah.
in their entirety, but no.
Yeah.
All right.
In
So
the episodes we don't talk about.
yeah, the secret episodes.
Yeah.
They'll go on the DVD extras when we put out the DVD.
Yeah.
Bubby's excited about the DVD. He's looking forward to it. He's going to do a full commentary. That's what we need to do. Let's get real meta with this podcast and then do a podcast about this podcast where we listen to the old podcasts and then comment on them.
Nice.
That'd be real.
I like to talk to that camera.
It'd be weird,
that's,
wouldn't
that's a new camera.
I know.
It doesn't.
It's been here a couple of weeks.
It's been here a couple of weeks. It replaced a different one that you
The
had.
little one right there.
Yeah, that you had to charge, and that never happened. Let me tell you that right now. So that one, so you can watch the cats eat, and then there's one in the living room, so you can watch the dogs sleep when
You
you're
can
not.
also watch.
it? You stream that so I can watch it online?
Yes.
Make eye contact with it.
Yeah, the people in China. Every once in a while, those things will just like reset on their own, and I'm pretty sure people in China are just watching me, and I'm like, sad for you. This is the worst show ever.
It's the
Can I
worst
tell you
show
about one
ever.
of my favorite theories?
I'd love to.
I'd love to hear this.
So for work, I had a giant, like, 2025 Ford Expedition, like
Okay.
luxury edition, like
Okay.
platinum or
Heated
whatever they're called.
seats. They move on their own.
Everything.
The whole 9 yards.
Everything, and it
So
had like self-driving feature,
Yep.
and that's real nice. But
I don't trust them.
I love it so much. But so me and a friend from work were talking about it, and we're like, what if really like all the self-driving thing is just someone in another country paid to sit in a room and drive that car for you?
Okay.
And I was like, man, I want that job.
Right. So go.
Funny you should bring this up.
Yeah.
There was a AI. Some company came out with an AI that they had where you could write questions and the AI will give you answers. Blah blah blah. They didn't have the AI. They just had like 100 dudes in India who would just have to like type out the answers real quick
That's
to whatever
hilarious.
questions you were asking, and then they got busted for it and got shut down, and the company went out of business and everything. But
That's funny.
So fun.
like, how long did you think you were going to be able to like keep that up?
Oh, yeah.
Because people ask a lot of weird ass questions.
Yeah.
And there's no way those dudes have that answer. at
The
their
first time it
fingertips.
takes a full minute to pipe that out, like
Yeah.
someone's going to be like, wait a second.
Now, I'll be honest with you, ChatGPT.
it takes a while sometimes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
thinks
it
real
does.
hard.
If you try to like make it do a picture, fuck, it says like, bitch, come back later because this is going to take a while. So,
Set a timer.
man, that'd be a good job though, right?
I want that job so bad. If I
like-
had Elon's number, I'd be like, excuse me,
just
can
like-
I please work in your Tesla factory? You know, the part where you sit in a little room and drive all day?
Right.
Or your vehicle just comes up and goes, ding, ding.
Right,
Got it.
Amanda's secretly driving a robo taxi around Austin right now, wherever they are in Texas.
It'd be so fun.
It would
Right?
be.
There's a video game that's like long haul trucker where you just like it has all the maps and stuff, and you just get in and you can drive.
go.
You can drive from point A to point B in your big rig truck, and it's like the highway and it's got traffic and all the turns and all the rest of it. That's basically what that is. So
I could do that on real life if I wanted to just
Yeah,
go out there,
that's
get in a
what I'm
car and go
saying.
on a trip. Like
I
if I wanted to
don't-
get stressed out and hate people, I'd do that
right? I just want
in
to
public.
just get stuck in traffic for an hour and a half. I could just do that. in
Does it
real
do
life.
that on the game? Do you get in a traffic jam, get
I
stuck
bet
for
you.
an
I
hour,
hope you do.
run out of gas in
That
rush hour?
That game ain't good unless you do get
All the stresses of life.
Broke down on the
Transmission
side
goes
of it.
out. God.
I drive him down a dark alley.
there. Bubby's just driving the semi down an alley, getting out and walking away.
That's what he does.
That's
what
the
he
end
does.
of the. Bubby scores 0 points in this
Right.
game. He just got out and
Just walks off into the sunset.
right. I don't know what's happening here. I can't hear myself.
But we hear you just great.
I know. I got to turn myself. I got to turn myself down in the mix and turn my ears up like a regular person would do.
Yeah.
Rather than
Not-
just bumping yourself.
Yeah, just keep making myself louder until
That's my
everyone goes.
favorite. Because in the car, I'm just like,
Yeah.
down,
No.
down.
All right, so we have some special stuff for today's episode. We have a box sent to us by friend of the podcast, Carol, which I have no idea what's in it.
Yeah. So excited.
And then cooling in the freezer right now is Bubby's request of the peanut butter moonshine.
Yay, rah.
Yay, raw. So I guess let's start with the box first, and then we'll work our way around.
Let's go. You're just going to reach in, hope there's not a rattlesnake in there or something, and just kind of see what you get. Don't knock your wife's stuff over.
Oh,
I will tell
Knock
Jordan
all
that's
that
your
crap
fault.
over. I don't care even a little bit.
Also, don't lose your keys. They're right there.
Yeah, that's true.
looks heavy.
I already lost them.
Don't free peek. Oh, Swedish.
Ooh.
Bro,
I think a la the podcast name, we have Swedish fish for the fish and chips.
Love Swedish fish. Oh,
There are 2 bags of this, by the way. Bubby, I'm going to need you to get through one of these bags before the end of the episode, if you would.
just so you know, there's 12 pieces per serving and 27 servings per container. So get to it.
Get to it, Bubby.
Sugar high.
I think you mean 1/12. 1/12 of a fish is a serving for me.
I love Swedish fish.
Man, does it?
Am I the only one?
No, I like
I
Swedish
love
fish.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like the idea of
Bring it
them.
on.
I do like the red ones. The orange ones are my favorite when you
A
can
snack
find.
box.
Oh, and this is the other half of the fish and chips. So we got
Oh,
the
it's Lay's.
fish.
I get it.
And cheese.
Dang it, Amanda. She had me open the box before the podcast, so I wouldn't like fumble around with the box, and then I have to open another box because I didn't realize there was a second box.
Box in a box.
Fox in a box.
Could be a box in a box in a box.
Fox and socks.
Oh,
Lots of noise in the background.
there's a royal potpourri.
It's the variety pack.
Oh, awesome.
Those are good.
Dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just seeing what those were.
Oh, I'm unsure of this right
All
there.
dressed up.
Pickle.
Limon.
Oh, lemon.
Lime. It's lime.
It's lime
Oh.
in Spanish.
Salt and vinegar.
I like all these so
Yeah.
far.
Sweet and spicy honey.
Oh yeah, those are good. This is like the premium variety pack. This
Yeah.
isn't like the.
BBQ.
That's a summer chip right there.
The big money.
Yeah.
Big money bag.
My
Oh.
go-to.
Sad old, lame old, classic old.
Those are
Lay's.
so good.
Yeah.
Dip those in some cottage cheese with
Parker's
pepper
yeah,
on
eat,
it.
drink those.
Oh,
Eat those with a
gosh.
glass of milk.
Tyler?
Parker likes it.
All dressed up are good.
They're so good.
There's so many flavors in here. Sour cream and onion.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I think that's it.
I wish they still had the mesquite barbecue ones though, like the KC
Yeah.
Masterpiece
Yeah. Those are
barbecue.
good.
Hold on. Mesquite barbecue.
Yeah, those were the better of the.
Kid.
Like barbecue ones are good, but the KC Masterpiece mesquite.
All right, dig in there, kids.
That's awesome.
Get one you want. I don't know how this is going to go together, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Pick a flavor you like. All right, Amanda took hers. What'd you get, Amanda?
All dressed.
Oh, look at that. ASMR.
Hand me the lime. I'll take the lime.
Bubby's going
Bold
on
move,
lime. That's bold move, Bubby. Tyler, what'd you get?
I got sweet and spicy honey.
I'm going to take salt and vinegar, I guess.
All right.
And I can get some water from the fridge here in a minute, should we need them. Now,
Nice.
nope.
Thanks, Carol.
Thank you.
So
Those are good.
I'm gonna do the official food of the podcast here, and I'm gonna put a Swedish fish on a chip and put the whole thing in my face. It should
Yay.
be a disaster. Okay, so let's add what's going on in my day today. By the way, we had Nona's. You been to Nona's, Amanda? You know Nona's downtown,
Italian.
fancy Italian place. I got the fettuccine Alfredo from Nona's last night
Because you're a basic white girl.
because I'm a basic bitch and that's what I like. And
White girl pasta.
white girl pasta, and should have been, no problems whatsoever.
Yep.
I woke up this morning at about 6:30. I've been burping up deviled eggs since then.
Yep.
Now, last time I had deviled eggs, 6 months ago, probably. But
What?
Nona's Cafe, they got me going with the deviled egg burps all day today. Like it is, like I've put food on top of this. I put Tums on top of this. I've put plenty of things on top of this. Nope. Deviled eggs. So
Deviled egg.
to combat that, I'm going to put a Swedish fish and a salt and vinegar chip in there at the same time and see what happens. Because at this point, my whole day's ruined.
Yeah, you can't get much worse than what you've experienced already. So
That was a bad idea.
You see, none of us are joining you.
yeah,
You know what? I take it back. It's not a bad idea. It's a great idea.
they're getting together. Is it melted in there?
Yeah, it got together there at the end.
That may be
Salt,
the only
vinegar,
way
and
I like
sweet. I bet that does have a good flavor to it.
Salty and so sweet. That was pretty good. I might do that again here in a little bit. So, Tyler, what you been up to? You've been gone for so long. We ain't seen you in
My
forever.
God, what have I been up to? We've been getting things ready for summertime. Kids have been super busy. Kids are out of school. I've had
Got the swimmers ear here.
Yeah, kids got the swimmer's ear. If that's anything like tennis elbow, I don't want to hear anything about it. I don't know. Just a lot of things. Just getting things ready for summer. I think things will slow down here though. Finally,
Yeah.
Boy Scouts are done. The kids aren't doing anything
Like-
for the summer.
they're-
For the summer.
No, didn't sign up for no activities whatsoever, huh?
No, we're gonna go camping and do some stuff with the family. We got some
Bill Bailey camping or regular
This is
camping?
Bill Bailey camp. No, do some family camping. We got our pool set up at the house, so we're trying to mitigate going to the pool as much as possible because we spent so much time and money at the pool last year. We kind of had our own setup this year. So
Amanda, you got a pool in your backyard this year?
I haven't set it up.
Okay. We're thinking about getting one for our backyard here.
yeah,
The missus wants
For
it.
the dog.
I recommend it.
No, not for the. I got one for the dogs once. I got a little red one for the dogs. I filled it up. I was like, "This is gonna be awesome. Them dogs are gonna enjoy laying in this." Because Dudley loves getting in the water.
Yeah.
we go to the creek. That boy is straight in the creek. Right.
Does he like a pool?
I got this pool. It is like maybe 2 foot tall. No, I don't even think it's that tall, but it held a lot of water. It was kind of big around.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, guys. And I got in there, I waited in there and I was like, check it out, guys. This is so cool. Both of them were like, I'm not getting that. That'll kill you. You'll
kill-
die
that's
if you
death
get in
in
there.
there.
You're gonna drown.
You're drowned to death in there. I'm not getting in there.
Yeah.
And I like picked him up and put him in there once and he just bolted right out of it. Nope. And then it sat out there and just collected
Yeah.
leaves for like 6 months and I finally threw it away.
No, mine are the polar opposite. They will jump in it while it's filling up and laying and just they love it.
Do they got a
We got-
kiddie pool or you live
So
in the
we
big
got
pool?
no, we don't live in the big pool. We got actual 42-inch, like it's like a 15-foot by 10-foot by like.
That's
4
going to
foot
kill the
deep
hell
pool,
out of
like
your grass.
Yeah, well, there's no grass on where we put it.
Gotcha.
So I get the dogs a kiddie pool, but I've learned more than I've ever wanted to know about pools in the last week and a half. So my wife tried to find a pool, right? Because they're fairly expensive. You buy a pool off
It's like just driving around the neighborhood looking for somebody had one in the back.
Facebook and stuff like
like
that. So she found one on eBay that said parts only, but it looked like it was full. Well, it showed up with no legs, so that was fairly problematic. But we found a set a pool here in Springfield that had legs. Well, they're
So
round and not oval.
so you bought. How many pools have you bought?
That's what we're getting to.
Okay. Explain
So I get the pool from eBay. We find another liner, legs, and ladder here in town, which I go pick up. Turns out my legs need to be oval, not round.
Okay.
And these are too short. They're 30 or 42 and not 48 or whatever.
Okay, help me out here. What are the legs for?
So you have the rim of the
Like a
pool that's
frame.
steel, and then you
it's
got
a
legs.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
a steel frame pool.
I thought this thing was somehow elevated, like it was like a foot and a half off the ground for some
No.
reason. Like this is a bad plan. That thing's going to tip over.
So I ended up, and then we found another pool in Neosho. So my wife, we have ended up with the pool we had, plus a liner, plus a 3/4 of a pool, plus the pool that she went to Neosho and picked up. So I have 4 pools at my house, right?
How many of those make
3
a full
pumps.
pool?
I've got, I think, 2.5.
Okay, so you could set up a second pool in your backyard if you wanted
Yes,
to?
it's since sold.
Okay.
But for the last week and a half, I've been wheeling dealing pools, pumps, liners, parts, pieces, chemicals, and anything else that you can name. And I know more about pool chemistry than I ever wanted to know.
This sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it is. But now I
You can
finally
just
got into it.
Go on Amazon and they'll send you a pool.
Well, it turns out the pool that we bought had a sand filter, which is like the upgrade.
Uh-huh.
So it's got a valve on it with 6 different positions. So I have to figure out what backwash, rinse, waste, and all this kind of stuff. So needless to say, I finally got it ironed out. But Holy cow, pools are a lot.
Now, Amanda, you got the one that's like got the inflatable ring at the top, and you just put water in it, and it gets bigger, and then there's pool, and then it's got a little pump for it and everything.
I wish.
No pump.
No pump, just screw you in your water. You get this water forever.
You need a pump?
No.
I got you a pump.
Grab your ankles and I'll show you.
Right? Yeah. I've been swimming literally in pool parts in the last 2 weeks. I think we finally leveled out.
I can 100% recommend the Swedish Fish and the salt and vinegar together.
That's good. That makes sense.
So we're thinking about getting one.
I would recommend it. It's not
along
hard.
Amanda's line there.
Yeah.
The one you just
They're not difficult, but it was a lot at once.
Yeah. But you ain't got no pool, right? You just got your kayak course in the backyard there that you use when it rains.
Sure. Yeah. No pool.
Does that thing doesn't have water in it normally though, right?
No, only when it storms.
Okay. So it's not like you guys can
It doesn't hold water. It just drains through.
Okay. It's not like a natural creek that they
No. Concrete.
Concrete. It's a new word. Concrete. We just invented it here on the podcast. Trademark.
I have a question, Bubby. This has nothing to do with what we've been talking about, but I was on my way over here, right? So you're a Wrangler guy. You got a Jeep Wrangler, correct?
And Wrangler jeans. You love Wrangler jeans.
So, and this is a legitimate question. Does the ducks thing expand over all Jeeps? Because I see like Jeep
Liberty.
Compasses and Liberties and stuff with like ducks in the windshield, and I'm like, I feel like you're out of your lane a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it just supposed to be the Wranglers that are in the duck club?
It's supposed to be just the Wrangler.
That's what I thought.
However,
I'm going to start doing it.
I've seen the Ford Broncos.
Those sons of bitches.
Right, sons of bitches. At least the Jeep, I get. Like, you get it in a Jeep, I can, maybe. But no, Ford, straight fuck you. Yeah. Ford. I drive a Ford, but no ducks for you.
No.
So it is supposed to be just Wranglers, right?
Tyler got a new car.
Essentially.
Newish car.
Yeah.
Why did you get it?
My truck, so the transmission went out of my truck, right? So
it
I
ain't
ended
over
up,
there.
I was driving, we got my wife a new car because she needed a third row, and I just needed something for transit, right? So my dad ends up buying the car. He's like, I'll fix the transmission and sell it, and then whatever I make over that, I'll just help you guys pay towards the car.
Nice.
Well, I got my wife's car for a while, and he got that fixed and got the tires rotated and detailed it and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, I could tell you wanted your truck back. So if you'll trade me your wife's car, which is worth even less, he goes, I'll just sell it, make what I make, and you can have your truck back. So my truck's got fresh tire rotation, oil change. It's fully detailed. Had a full tank of gas, brand new transmission.
He's living some sort of Willy Wonka ass lifestyle over here.
Can't beat that deal.
Where like his transmission falls out of it, and then somehow it magically gets fixed by some Oompa Loompas.
Comes back around. They're just like, here's your truck back, and brand new.
And I'll take this old car away from you.
Yeah.
You don't even need no more.
So
where do I find them?
Get her.
I was gonna take the box.
you can ask
out of
my
the
dad.
box
I don't know if he's wanting to do that again or not. I'm gonna take another bath, but
I don't know if you have rules against cats being in boxes or what.
Oh no, this cat loves a box.
If cat sees a box when they fits, they sits. I like the ones where the kittens get like in a vase and they just go like liquid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like
Now
slide.
if she gets in this box, I'm gonna close it up and mail it somewhere. But
You're the worst.
Did you know back in the turn of the century, it was actually not illegal to mail children? Do you know that was a real thing?
did you look this up? Were you
100%.
were you doing some research maybe to send one of your kids
I
camp?
was like, when did this go illegal? Because
Now we can say the winner of the bingo tournament gets one of Tyler's kids.
Oh, there you go. Congrats on that.
I get to pick which one it is depending on the week.
Yeah, it's the one. It's there's one that eats a lot more than the
Yeah,
other.
that's true. My wife had a good point the other day, though. She goes, I don't have a favorite kid, but I do. There is one that I try to piss off less than the other.
Because you're scared of the kid, or
He got an attitude. That kid is mean.
Right? You can't be. Yeah, you got to tiptoe around some of them kids.
This is the same kid that had a note that said, I love you, Mom, in a poem or whatever on the fridge. She made him mad because she wouldn't buy him whatever it is at Walmart. He marched his butt right in there, tore it off the refrigerator, walked into her in front of her face and ripped it up and threw it on the ground and walked off.
That's very effective.
That's a baller move right
That
there.
is.
6 years old.
wow.
That's like that's a straight. He might as well just said it.
I'm like,
That's a
don't look at
straight
him in
fuck you to the face.
I was like, don't look him in the eye, babe.
You learned that from somebody.
This isn't true anymore.
He's the boss
Yeah.
now.
So he's the one that we try not to make quite as mad.
All right. So who knows what happened downtown this weekend in Springfield?
Pride
Pride
Festival.
Fest.
Pride Festival happened down there this weekend. Okay. Well, let me tell you what I had going on this weekend. I did not know the Pride Festival was going on downtown. That's great. I love a good Pride Festival, right?
Do you think it was Arts Fest?
Nope. I had to go to the Gilloys to go to a dance recital for a small child. And it was at the same time as the... Oh, I thought she was getting in there.
She did. She got back out.
Okay. She's a box cat.
She was there nothing in that.
Carol, the box is also a big hit, along with the chips and the Swedish fish. So we had to go to the dance festival, the dance competition.
Dance festival.
Dance competition at the Gilloys. Okay. So this is for the nieces. Their dance troupe is putting on their year-end finale thing. It's not a competition.
It's a recital.
It's a recital.
Okay.
So we go down there, and I'm like, oh, all the roads are closed for some reason. And I'm like, oh, there's a lot of things going on down here. Okay.
Oh.
So we park down there by the YMCA, which is not too far away from the Gilloys. And we start walking up. And then we walk smack dab into the middle of the Pride Fest. And as I'm walking through, I'm like, I would much rather be doing this thing right here than going into the Gilloys. But we're going to go. So we walk through, and they've got everybody's in their outfits, and everyone's having a great time. And there's some girl wearing like Sauron from Lord of the Rings hat, and she's on stilts, and she's got like a rainbow cape, and she's got a lot going on. And there's a bunch of other people. Everybody's having fun and having a good time. I'm like, man, this looks like a good time. I wish I could stay. But I didn't. I went to the dance recital. That's what I'm supposed to do. So we go to the dance recital. First of all, they got a dude bouncing the gig out front.
No
like,
way.
You here for the dance recital? I'm like, I guess, yeah. He goes, okay, you can go in then. And I had to walk between two things, which I don't know what that scanner is detecting, because I had my backpack with me, which is just full of electronics. I had a Game Boy, it had my iPad, had my earbuds, it had everything in it. I think it didn't even go off a little bit, so I don't know what that thing was doing.
That guy wasn't validating crap.
He was not. He was just standing out there looking the part. So we go in and we sit down. It starts at 4:30. I got two things here. Number one, care to take a guess how long this dance recital goes?
9 hours.
I'm going to say 3.
2.5. 2.5 hour dance recital.
How many times did you see the person you were there to see dance?
6 times, I think.
Okay.
She had. So each kid, so it's divided up, like, I guess, from what I understand, is each group, each class. So they have like a hip hop class and a ballroom class and a tap class and a this class and a that class. And the kids are in all of the classes. So they'll come out and they'll do their hip hop routine. Then they'll do their ballroom routine. Then they'll do this. But it's 5 different age groups. So they got 2 kids they only did once. And these kids were like 2 and 3. Okay? Let me tell you who doesn't know what's going on or care what's going on at the ages of 2 and 3. These kids right here. So they're dance instructors out there trying to get them to do anything, and they're just nothing. Except for when they get to the part where the bunny hops, and then they know that one.
Yeah.
And they hop, and everybody claps. And they were near the front, and they got out, and they never came back. Perfect. Good job, kids. Then there's a group that's like 4 to 6. And remember, I've talked before about the T-ball. I'm going to see T-ball. And
Oh, yeah.
this is the girl version of T-ball, okay? This is where just unbridled chaos is. And this is my favorite part, because they come out, and the lady comes out, and she throws, like, Frisbees down on the ground, and all the kids got to stand on the Frisbee. Mm-hmm. And then the music begins, and then just madness erupts. One kid from the back just keeps running to the front, waving at her parents, running back to her spot. Does a little like Stewart jump from Mad TV, and then like looks around to see what everyone else is doing, and then runs back to the front, waves to her mom, goes back to her spot, Stewart jump, looks around. This goes on the entire time. One kid lays down, done. Just done. Not helping, not participating. And the rest of them just looking around aimlessly. The lady's trying to get them to do their thing. They come out 6 times.
No.
It doesn't get better.
It's just this
So
over and over.
The nieces group comes out, and they're pretty good. They've been at least practicing. They're having a good time. They're having fun. It's fun to watch them. They all know about 2/3 of the dance. And for the third, they don't know. They look at the other people. But sometimes the people they're looking at also don't know this dance. And so there's a lot of just looking, hoping somebody knows the dance.
Use me.
Then there's like the senior group, and they're like the older kids, and they do their little thing. And then there's an adult version,
Nope.
which has got like 5 ladies, and they come out and do their thing. And they are all my age, around my age. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Power to these ladies, because I am not getting up there to do this even a little bit. I don't have what it's in me to get up there and perform a choreographed dance in front of a group of people. But I got there. They were pretty good. They did like 2 or 3 numbers, and they were pretty fun to watch.
But 2.5 hours, that's a lot of dancing.
2.5 hours with an intermission.
And it's always, like, I don't know about that one, but the ones that I've been to, they're always just hotter than all get out.
This was fine. No snacks, no drinks. Yeah.
But at least you had your iPad. And
I had I had the Game Boy out, but then I had to put it away like when we actually were doing stuff. So like intermission or before and whatever, I could mess around. But
yeah,
when it started, then the thing's bright as all get.
Yeah, you can't very well just be there like ding ding ding.
Yeah, exactly. So I got
sound turned up.
At one point though, something happened, and there's this long pause. I mean, we're 2-3 minutes of just dead silence. Then music starts playing, but nothing happens. And then the music keeps playing, and music keeps playing. Then a group comes out and gets set. But that song finishes out because I think it's on a cassette. And they don't have the ability to fast forward and get to the next song without just playing it out. Oh. So that song plays all the way out. Then there's a pause, and then the new music begins, and the lights come up, and that group begins.
Don't be too judgy. Until recently, you could not stop our theme music.
No, I still can't stop our theme music. I'll be real honest with you. You're correct. I cannot be judgy on this because I cannot stop the theme music once it starts without turning off the console. So that is a design flaw of the console more than it is my problem. But I have edited those down. So, which I did do my homework. So we'll hear the new outro music today.
So exciting.
Very exciting about that. Bubby, if you would do me a favor and run to the fridge there real quick.
I want to see you run.
Run, Bubby.
Knees up.
Sprint. Knees up, bitch. Let's go.
Knees to chest, Bubby.
Come on, hustle. Put some. You're like one of those dudes walking in front of my car.
Right?
That's the fridge. You want the freezer. There, dead center. Should be on its side. Yep, you got her.
Bubby, do I need to go to your house, make sure your meat's not thawed out?
Now he's just eating icy pops out of the fridge. Bubby, come back.
Just eating icy pops out of the fridge.
Is it cold? It's been in there a little bit. All right. So we've teased it enough here. Tyler's finally here. We got all 4 of us together. And we got... Bubby, tell us what we got over there.
What do we have? We have sipping cream that is peanut butter.
Okay. Who makes that?
Peanut butter?
Give him a shout out.
Sugarland.
I can see it from here, so you mean to say it, I can't.
I need my glasses.
Okay. Put your headphones back on there.
Peanut butter, sipping cream.
Because you now have a task that you must complete.
I can hear you, mofo.
Hand them out.
So last week when we were leaving the podcast, I heard Bubby say something, and it changed me. There's before and after.
I was mad.
He was.
What were you mad about, Bubby?
Mad. We walked out, and I didn't even see it.
Okay.
But there was a little tiny dollop of bird poop on the hood of Bubby's Jeep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. His white Jeep.
Yeah. His white Jeep.
Good aim.
And he said a 2-word phrase that changed my life.
All right. Do you want to say it or do you want Bubby to say it?
I don't think I can say it.
Bubby, say the 2-word phrase.
Or whisper it to me and I'll say it.
Come on, Bubby. Just man up.
Why are you trying to get me in trouble, man?
I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
I'm not. It changed my life.
I mean, if it's this...
I was mad because what I said was, I just ran this through the motherfucking car wash.
Oh, that may be the first time I've ever heard Bubby do that. This is you're correct.
My whole life has changed.
My whole world view is now askew. All right, Bubby, there are 4 shot glasses in front of you.
I didn't know he knew those words together.
All right, you know which one.
Drunk. So.
You know which one is yours.
Yeah, I got mine.
Okay.
Good luck, rest of you. Get your own.
No, come on.
Get your own.
Come on, this is part of the 100th episode. Can Bubby get this one right?
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Who's the yellow one? The yellow one is Rose.
Hey, Rose.
That's you. Thor.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Hand that over. Perfect. Dudley's here too. He's going to watch. He's going to supervise.
We got Sophia.
Sophia's. No. Okay.
Dang it. You were so close, Bubby. We are 100 episodes in and he still does not know which Golden Girl is which.
Tyler has a story for everything. That's why he's Sophia.
I do. And Sophia is by far my favorite character.
We'll get you a napkin.
I like
here.
them all, but she is by far my favorite in that. I will still. we probably had this conversation. I was
right
still
next to
sitting
the
watching
fridge.
Golden
I
Girls.
thought you were going to get a pori thingy.
I was. I was also going to edit a podcast thing like 7 months ago. So here we are. Tyler, fill her up.
Oh, I thought he was getting.
No, he's getting a napkin to clean up his messy.
That's how you do it, Bobby.
Right?
Trained professional.
I'm going to try not to do this on my phone or the board.
Faster than you think. Yeah.
You're just
Pretty
supposed to
good.
drink out of the.
Oh.
You're dripping
You got
it
the
all
board.
over the place.
It's good. Yeah.
I grabbed two because I figured
Because you knew somebody else was going to dribble at least a little bit.
I accidentally put a little on the console, but it's fine. It was in a safe spot.
Let me give it the sniff test here. I mean, it's peanut butter and sifting cream.
that is so peanut butter.
I do love peanut butter.
Yeah, it's nice.
Bubby, you still got a ring there. Here. Get your ring.
I might have to get you a coaster, Bubby.
Yeah.
It's a little.
My wife was just saying that she learned the importance of coasters here recently.
Just recently?
Well, she's got an end table, a little end table over there.
Oh, okay.
She's looking to get.
She knew what coasters were for.
Yeah,
She just didn't.
She learned the importance of them. Not that they exist. No, we're well aware they're out there. They're living their day to day. But
So we have some that are kind of like those oatmeal iced cookies you get at like great value at the Walmart.
Yep.
Like when we were kids. So they look kind of like that on the top. And I was cleaning stuff the other day and putting out new decorations. And my son's like, "Can you hand me those iced waffles?" I was like, "What are you talking
Iced
about, Bubbles?"
waffles?
He goes, "No, the iced waffles over there." And I looked down and they look like a waffle with icing on them. I was like, "Those are coasters, Bubby." But yes.
did you try to eat it?
No, he knew what they like, that they were not edible, but that's just
Okay.
what he thought they were.
Now, do your kids? I can't imagine this is a statement that's going to ring true here. Do your kids use coasters?
No, hell no.
Okay, just checking.
They're lucky if whatever they're drinking doesn't make it at the carpet. Like,
Right?
I have a coaster in my office that
Yeah.
my friend gave me. And it's like a cork coaster. And it is like a square. But it says, "Hit me with your pet shark" on it.
Hit me with your pet shark.
Speaking of which, I sent this to Rich,
Speaking of which,
a friend of ours,
speaking of
friend of
which,
ours the other day. I don't know where it was, but there was apparently an osprey had caught a hammerhead or a bonnethead shark, and a dude was playing disc golf and dropped it and got hit with a hammerhead shark in the middle of a disc golf round.
Oh my gosh.
how close was he to the ocean?
I'm assuming within a few miles.
Okay.
But like,
That's crazy.
just reminded me
Yeah.
of that.
I saw another one where the dude was just like, this seagull just fell out of the air and is dead. I don't know what happened here, but I'm a little concerned.
Well, birds have to die. And you would think
Birds.
sometimes it happens
The birds
Oh,
are
yeah.
real.
in the air.
Yeah, it's just like people driving. Sometimes they
Yeah.
just can't get over behind the wheel, and then now they're everybody else's problem.
That's why.
But
Oh, I followed you. I was
Didn't we
like,
talk
what are you
about this
talking
last week? Everything dies.
that's
Yeah,
true. That's
everything
that's
dies.
that's the
Everything
episode title. Everything dies. Yeah.
True.
It was a really uplifting episode. I'm sorry you missed it.
I think Thor's found his new favorite snack.
You know, it's not bad.
Dude, those Swedish fish are so good.
Bobby, did you get a Swedish fish? Do you?
I did not. They're hogging it.
They're hot. We got 12 pounds of Swedish fish.
Right? All right. Who's going first? Tyler, you've been going the
Yeah,
longest.
let's go. I'm ready for this. Sniff again, just real quick.
I mean, it smells.
You smell the little bit of alcohol, and you definitely smell the.
Oh, it's peanut butter. Yeah, all day.
It smells like peanut butter milk. Like it's not thick like peanut butter.
Do they make peanut butter milk?
I hope so.
I've never heard of that.
They have peanut butter milkshakes. Just let it melt.
There you go. How is it?
That's good.
Okay. What's the consistency here?
It tastes kind of like. I wouldn't. It's like a cross between maybe like milk and like soft serve syrup, like that kind of thickness.
Okay.
But it's not bad. It's like probably like whole milk
Okay.
thickness.
Man is
Very
already
good, though.
Man is already dreading it.
It's not like overly peanut butter because peanut butter can give me heartburn. But like
Can it?
this, yeah, like if I eat just straight peanut butter,
That's a new one for me.
yeah, no, that's
Never
really good.
happened in my life.
I'm gonna say really good.
What'd you say, Amanda?
Old people problem.
Oh yeah, 100% old people
Right?
problem.
Yeah, you guys want to sit down a second? I mean,
I'm burping up freaking deviled eggs over here. I'm not one to talk. I'll be honest with you.
I threw my back out pooping. So,
Exactly, that happened.
all right, Bubby,
All right, Bubby, you're up.
All right.
that's good.
Come on, this is way better than the last time around.
This is real good.
Pickle.
Like I could.
The pickle.
You liked the pickle? I
Yeah.
still fear the pickle.
I loved it.
Oh, that is so good.
That
I
is,
like you have a school of fish and
You can put those in a pocket and take them home
a
later.
little pile of fish.
right? That's tasty.
The burn from the alcohol just comes up and goes.
Just lightly.
yeah, comes. Yeah. It's nice.
That's really good. You're gonna like this.
Well, we have not been disappointed by this particular company.
The brand, no.
So good.
They know what they're doing. They're better than the apple pie people, whoever the hell they were.
Yeah,
You guys
and
just like the cream.
Yeah, man, that
That's
might
probably
be
what it is.
It's
I'm a big
Tyler
milk guy.
especially likes the cream. if
I
you know
do.
what I
It
mean.
just gives that coating on my tongue.
Can I have more?
All right, Amanda, you want me? You want me or you?
I don't want
me?
you.
I want you.
She already
to
said
want
friends from
me."
afar, bitch. Like,
Right? Yeah, Amanda said she was just. Yeah, Bubby was wondering if you were just going to sit the entire episode in the car, and then
I got out as soon as I pulled in there.
I know.
I didn't know she was out there. I just
Well, you
knew I
couldn't
beat
see
her.
me because you blocked the path to get here.
I know he got yelled at when he was walking in. I was like, Bubby, you're not allowed to park over here. You're supposed to park across the street, but he didn't do it.
I'm in a hurry.
He said, "Hurry."
Got things to do.
Okay,
You're gonna
I'll go
want another
next.
one.
I'm going next.
you're gonna love this,
Ziggy Saki.
right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Just more burn than I thought it would have.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
But the peanut butter, like, it's not overly.
The salt from the vinegar and salt got mixed in with the peanut butter here.
I was like, I didn't have that reaction.
Yeah. There's like a little bit of extra burning on my tongue there, but I think that's from the salt and vinegar.
But overall,
Yeah, no, that's right up. I don't think it's as good as I wouldn't put up there with the banana pudding,
that was really good.
but I'm gonna put it pretty close.
I'd say you could mix them. Peanut butter
Side by
banana.
side.
I would say this is
I like
more
peanut
like
butter banana.
peanut flavored than peanut butter flavored.
Not too far from that, yeah.
Amanda's still debating it over here, trying to work up the will.
I wish we had stopped drinking creamy things.
Well, you bring the next one and we'll drink that.
Okay.
Everclear. Have you seen the
Yes.
videos of the people that are like, I'm going to drink a shot of Everclear? And you go,
Yeah.
and there's like some old person like, bitch, you don't even know. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, it's the Everclear one where they're like, I have to drink this Everclear without reacting. All right, Amanda, what'd you think?
It's fine. I don't super taste the peanut butter.
Really?
Yeah.
I tasted peanut butter like strong.
Yeah, all I got is peanut taste. Like I said, it's not peanut butter, it's peanut, as far as I'm concerned. Tyler's going again.
Peanut butter jam. Ooh, I poured myself more.
You
I
all have
taste
to
a
get home.
50-50.
You have to get home tonight.
Like I taste a peanut butter, but I can also taste like peanut. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, because they're
like-
slightly different.
Yeah.
It's just like coffee creamer with
It does have a coffee-ish kind of hint to
vodka
it.
in it.
All right. So what?
What? One?
What?
Test one? One?
Hey,
One?
hey, hey, hey. 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2.
Dangerous.
1, 2. You know why sound guy never counts to 3? Because if you count to 3, a stagehand will lift something. 1, 2, 3.
On three.
On 3. Here we go. What kind of
17.
booze? I was going to say, if you're going to provide the next round of taste testing fun for the podcast.
Spicy pickle shot. That was so
Oh,
Jane already,
Oh no!
Jane already
so
did that.
good. It's
I
so
told
good.
Thor after, because obviously I wasn't here for that.
Obvious.
My
Obviously.
uncle to one of our family gatherings brought habanero whiskey one time, and that essentially ruined a day and a half of my life.
Oh.
Like the
Like-
burn from the habanero was.
just got kept going.
Oh my god!
I just learned that I forgot the name of it now. The
Bernstein Bears.
nope. The brewery down by the Shrine Mosque.
Okay.
What is it? I want to say Hatch. It's not Hatch.
The what?
Not the brewery.
The
Not
brewery.
417 Brewery. Not.
Oh, the one that we stopped at.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
The one with the weed beer that's real terrible.
yeah.
Anyway.
It was an
you
old
had
firehouse.
beer?
Yeah. They have
The one we got the
Hold fast.
hold fast. They have habanero beer right now. I was like,
I don't like the beer.
That flight we got was pretty. That's my jam.
Yeah, I'm not beer, and we all know that. I like this better.
Yeah.
Give me a little more than you.
No, but I'm just a beer
Or
drinker.
not.
It's so
Be a
sweet.
dick about it. I was gonna say, yeah. So I've seen the ones with they're drinking Everclear. Now, Tyler, have you ever drank Everclear?
Oh yeah.
We had a drive once to West Virginia from my college in Harrisonburg, Virginia. We had to drive all the way to West Virginia
Yeah.
because that was the only place you could get Everclear. And we were having a big party, and they wanted to make,
it's because people make it in their
Jungle
backyard.
juice or whatever.
yeah, it was called the Hurler, but yeah, basically. There's still a lot of Kool-Aid and Seagram 7 and Everclear, and I want to say there's some like spiced rum in there somewhere. It was real terrible.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, go ahead.
Nope.
I interrupt all the time. You better get in on it.
I thought you were finishing. I thought your story was finished.
That's basically the end of the first
Okay.
half, yes. I got a second half, but it's not that important.
Oh, you done?
I thought you were just telling us you had to go a long way to get it.
Yeah, no. Well, that's it. That's that part of the story. I was going to talk about the other thing that I see people drink on the internet, but you do your thing first.
Okay. Did I? And I may have told this story on the podcast.
Drink.
Well, I haven't told it yet.
I'll tell another one before it's all said and done. You can just preemptively drink.
But have I talked about Bacardi 151?
Oh, no.
Have you ever had Bacardi 151?
A couple times, not.
I think that, no, I got Bacardi Superior behind you.
Yeah. 151 is next level.
Yeah, it's like,
It's a step below Everclear.
Okay.
yeah,
Kinda.
it's not great.
Okay.
But I have made bad choices in my life, and one of them resulted in towards the end of a night, me just drinking 151 out of the bottle.
Oh.
That's like drinking tequila at the end there,
Yeah.
just to clear
and
out.
it has the little metal like strainer on the top of it. I'm not sure why,
Just
but it does.
to keep the devil in so he
I guess.
doesn't escape.
Maybe so you don't pour it fast. I'm not sure
guess.
what the deal is.
So you can't chug it because
But-
that's how you die.
But anytime I get I've had a little too much to drink, like that taste bubbles up in my mouth. And I'm just like, whoa,
Yeah.
gotta stop.
Tequila does that for me. I can't hardly drink it.
I had an ex-girlfriend who was
worst.
orange juice because she drank too many screwdrivers and she couldn't drink orange juice.
That would be
anymore.
so sad. I would hate that.
Yeah.
Because I love orange juice.
The other trend video I've seen from the millennials or the zennials or whoever it is they've been trying Mad Dog.
MD 2020?
Yeah.
Did that make you so happy?
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, and they're like, we're gonna try this. It comes in so many flavors. I was like, oh, and it comes up in so many flavors.
I should have
up in
put
so
that
many
on the
colors.
bingo card.
Yeah,
Oh, that was like white girl wasted when I was a kid, man. That was what all the girls drank at a party was the MD 2020. And all of us guys were like, we want to drink beer. Nobody liked beer at that
Beast.
time.
You're drinking the Beast.
Yeah,
too.
no boy liked beer at that point in their life.
No boy likes beer. Actually, they just pretend.
But yeah, the MD 2020.
Have I told the story of Tyler making me go buy one beer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you gonna tell it
No,
again?
I'm just mad about it still.
He's still upset
It still upsets me every time I
because I made
think
him
about
stop 2 times to find the one.
it. A beer.
I do have to say, so when I sent out the bingo cards,
Jonathan, by the way, who we work with, was very sad because he forgot to email you about.
I
bingo
have
cards.
one I can send to him. He'll get it before this comes out.
Okay.
I just need his email address.
Yep, I'll have him send it.
Okay.
It is no. Everybody send your emails.
Remember to send all your emails.
But Caroline sent me a message, and apparently I put Thor retells a story, and then the next box to the right is Thor retells a story.
That's double bingo. You're guaranteed to get bingo on that card right there. I'll tell you that right
Nice.
now.
Oops.
I was like, that's funny. I was like, I may or may not have been drinking when I did those, and I like put them on little pieces
Bacardi?
of paper and put them in a cup and just pulled out one by one. So it's
Gotcha.
like, that was my randomization of it.
That's pretty good. You put a lot of work into this.
I did.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I probably put that right back in that cup and just pulled it back out. And I was like, Thor retells a story.
Look at him. He keeps telling the story.
She's
over
like,
and
I
over
thought you
again.
did it on
over.
purpose. I was like, I totally did it on purpose.
That's it's funny if you did.
Right?
It is kind of funny.
All right, Bubby, what you been up to?
This weekend was Father's Day, so
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's true.
You do anything fun for
celebrated-
Father's
we
Day?
Celebrated on Saturday because I was at church
Church,
all
that's
day.
funny.
All day.
Oh my gosh.
Did you guys
Whole day
kick
at
off
church.
Bible school or wrap up Bible school?
We're starting. Today's our first day, but we
Ours
sat,
was last.
sat
We
up
did.
all day.
Yeah.
Bubby's learning about Moses and everything. He's very excited
They're
about it.
telling camp feast
Hey,
stories.
today's
Camp Feast stories. Camp FU stories.
today's the story of the Meshach.
Shadrach.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Go
That's from the Beastie Boys.
I only know about that from the Veggie Tale.
Veggie Tales.
I only know about it. Literally only know about it from the Beastie Boys.
That's funny.
Yeah. So Saturday we went to
going again.
Branson, and I wanted to go to the Full Throttle distillery,
Oh, yeah.
and that was really good. They have barbecue down there. So
Sorry, I drank the thing.
Wrong hole.
No, it's not. It's the. It's. I think it's
Oh,
the
easy
vinegar.
there.
I think
Easy,
it's the
Rose.
vinegar. It really gives that thing a kick.
Chase it.
What'd you get? What kind of distillery beverage did you get?
I did not. I
What the what?
I controlled myself.
You couldn't have one drink.
I could have bought so much.
What'd they have? Anything good?
Much. They have a lot. They have vodka.
You could have brought it here on the podcast.
Margaritas. Yeah, oh yeah. And I probably will.
He had 2 shots of that, and he already has his like fuzzy smiley face on.
You have to drive home tonight, Bubby. FYI.
I have to go back to church.
Hey kids, how's it going? That'd be fun for everybody.
Walking in the booth.
As we said before, Drunk Bubby is my favorite Bubby.
I know we've talked about it before, but why, when I was a kid, Vacation Bible School was during the day. Why is yours at night?
It usually is. This is the first time, at least ours have done it during the evening. So ours had been during the day. So I don't know.
It's better because more kids can come because a lot of parents work during the day. And
Yeah, you drop your kid off and you leave them there for the day. Free
but
daycare.
Not everybody can do that. So we do it also for volunteers because volunteers can't do it during the day.
Volunteers. Volunteers.
They're from Tennessee.
So we do it at night so we have the volunteers and more kids.
That makes sense.
Volunteers.
We have like 150 kids tonight.
All right, I have put the Swedish fish in there. I've put the vinegar and chips. I've put 2 shots of this peanut stuff.
How's your deviled eggs going?
Still there. Still popping up.
Maybe you have a problem.
I might. I looked it up. I looked at WebMD, and they're like, it's not serious. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, it's probably your diet, or it could be a couple other things.
You got bottom of the foot cancer and you've been dead for 3 days.
Right.
Oh, no.
It's finally bubbling up.
Yeah, it's just coming straight up from your foot. Better cut that foot off today.
That's not devil eggs. It tastes.
Ew.
It's just rotten foot.
Right.
We saw a lady today.
We saw part of a lady.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Lady was in a wheelchair, right?
Okay.
So, like from the waist down, you've got legs. She did not.
Nope. Just the top half.
Like, waist, nothing.
All right.
I was like,
I don't even know what
I was
to do
like,
with
Thor,
that.
did you see Lieutenant Dan?
She lived.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan ain't got no
You don't have to do anything with it. Just let her be.
No, I didn't know like how to process it.
Oh.
I was like, "Boop," and I looked and I was like, I don't know how to process this.
Can I look?
Because we were already dealing with the freaking Waltons were in there.
Oh, my God.
17 kids. So many kids all wearing the same Wrangler, all wearing the same not Wranglers. Just
bedazzled looking. Those like kind of not like fancy cowboy jeans, but not the bedazzled ones.
Yeah.
But not like just the straight Wranglers. I'm
The
like,
ones that you get from the farm store.
Yeah, I'm like, do you get a discount on those? And then finally I got done. I was like, well, the Waltons are
bulk?
done. We can finally eat lunch now. Like, but
it
no,
took forever.
I think if I was that lady, I would just be like, check it out. I ain't got no legs. Look at me. Like, you got to pull attention
as soon as
to
you
that.
look at her, she's just like, that's right, no legs.
No legs. You saw it, right? Look at it.
And then the kid in front of me ordered. We went to Culver's for lunch, and she ordered custard. And she must have said, I did not hear her order, but she must have said, I would like 1% ice cream and 20%, and the rest of it to be cookie dough, because that's what they gave her. It was a little dollop of custard at the bottom, and then just a heap of cookie dough on top of that. And she was just like walking along, just popping the cookie dough in her
Don't
mouth.
bullshit and tell me you got me ice cream. You just got cookie dough.
Right?
Like, she probably was like, can I just get cookie dough? And they're like, no, you got to have custard in there. Just like, how much?
How little custard can I get?
Put a dollop.
Yeah, dollop.
Dollop.
Dollop will do you.
So I don't like the custard from Culver's. Andy's is better, but
It's hard to beat Andy's.
Right.
It really, it just really is.
I should have put on the bingo card. Thor gets mad about any food.
I don't think he's mad. He's just disgruntled about
I have
it.
opinions.
They're all negative opinions.
Yeah, just
about
horribly
restaurants.
disgruntled about it.
I'm not going to say you're wrong about that.
Good, because
I
I'm
mean, we
right.
could put pictures in here. I didn't even see you put pictures in
Yeah, I'm
here.
just happy that the Chipotle's
you're
got
drinking?
sticks up.
Oh.
They got the walls.
Oh my God.
Oh, that one. Hold on. I got it. It's right here.
Oh my God, I love Chipotle. Chipotle is my life.
But were you just posting pictures from your work? What's happening over here?
I did a couple.
He's like, whoops, wrong
It's
picture.
our preparation for
my bad.
VBS.
Oh.
I did platforms and around out in front of our stage, and then built a fire pit because we're doing campfire stories.
Yeah.
Inside?
Camp a few stories.
Yeah, well, look at the picture. It's
I did look at the picture. You're going to set a fire in the church.
looks like an altar. Bring your lambs. Your
Bub's
first,
got a lot going on
No,
over
I
there.
didn't know he
your
was
firstborn.
that kind of church.
So I've had the last week off. I hadn't gone to work for the last week. It's been real nice. Like, what are you looking at?
I'll tell you in a second. Go ahead.
Okay. Double dicks. The other day I looked under my sink. I was looking for something under the sink, and I was like, "Why is all there water under here?" And so I ran the water, and it's coming right out of the bottom of the garbage disposal.
Nice.
And I'm like, "Uh-oh." And so I Google water coming out of the bottom of the garbage disposal. What do I do? And they're like, "Oh, you're cooked. You're going to need a new one because when that happens, you're done. That one's no good no more."
That happened to me, and I couldn't.
And so I watched a dude like repair one that was leaking, and he had to take it apart and then like weld some extra metal onto it. And,
You're like,
and I was like, this thing's only like $130. I could just go get a new one.
Right.
It's not. So I went and got a new one, and I put it in all by myself, and I was feeling real proud of myself. Pro tip, kids: when you hook up the dishwasher line to your garbage disposal.
Let me guess. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
You did not punch out the thing, did you?
Did not know there was a plug in there, even a little bit. So you got to punch out the hole where
Because some people don't have dishwashers.
Correct. And when I thought about this made 100% sense. And so I did not punch out the hole where the dishwasher was, but then I tried to run the dishwasher. Now, luckily, the dishwasher goes, this is not right. I'm just going to give up and give you an error and let you figure this out from there. And I'd thrown away the instructions.
Of course you did.
So I had to go fish those out of the trash, and I read to that part. It was like, yeah, you got to punch this thing out before you put it in if you're going to do that. I was like, oh, well, I didn't do that. So, and then it said, just use a screwdriver and you can punch it out. I was like, perfect, I'll do that. And I climbed under there, and I was like, I don't need to take this out. I can just punch it out. So put the screwdriver in there, and I punched it, and it went straight through the thing.
Into the
thing, and did not knock out the plug even a little bit. And so then I had to go find a bigger thing to jam in there and knock out the plug with. And then I got to reach in there and fish out the plug.
So it's funny because I've done that. That's just...
Yeah, so pro tip, kids.
Why is there a plug at all?
Because
some people don't have dishwashers.
So if you don't have a dishwasher, and I don't know what kind of wild animal you are.
I see what
So if you do, you knock the plug out so the water
light
can
that's
go.
coming inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it makes you feel any better, so I told you about the pool thing, right?
Uh-huh.
So I got all the stuff put up. Well, I tore the pump apart because I want to know how it worked, and I got to put new sand in it, right?
This is Tyler to a T right here. I'm going to take it apart to see how it works.
That's 100% how I work. So I get this whole thing pulled apart. I clean it. I understand 100% how this thing works, right? I get it all put back together, put new sand in it, which is the filtering part of it. I get it set, hooked up to the pool. I fire that sumbitch off, and it's just water shooting out of absolutely everywhere.
And I'm like,
what in
somewhere?
the world? So I walk back into the garage. It's 8 o'clock, and I look down, and there's a giant O-ring set in the garage floor. And I went, son of a bitch. And I went back there, and I unplugged that pump, and this is a tomorrow problem. When I went to bed, I poured that whole thing apart and left a seal out of it.
Mine was a 10:30 last night problem that I was laying on the kitchen floor trying to punch that plug out at 10:30 at night because I couldn't leave the dishwasher just 1/3 run.
Right.
So
Yeah.
home maintenance sucks.
Yep. When you know 5% about something.
Right, and they gave me instructions, but I refused to read them. I just literally did not even open them. I just was like, oh, I took the old one off, I put the new one on. How hard? I bought the same one.
Yeah.
So I have it's a Syncerator because in Syncerator.
I think that's the only brand that I've ever seen.
And I had the Badger 1, but they now have the Badger 5. And that's like a quarter horsepower more.
That's what I did.
Between them. And so I was like, oh, I'll just get this, and I just do the reverse of what I did the first time, and that's what I did. I did not realize there was a plug in there. I should have realized, because why wouldn't there be a plug in there? I mean, some people, don't have dishwashers, but it works good. It's quieter. It doesn't make that horrible rattling noise the old one used to make. There's so much stuff just jammed in there and caught.
Yeah, mine. I was doing some plant work, and I got some mulch in there, and I was like, oh, I'll just run the garbage disposal.
No, that's bad.
It filled that entire thing up, and then just started pouring water out of the bottom of it. Same thing that you.
Yeah, and you're like,
I looked it up, and it's like, nah, you're done.
All right. Well, Amanda's had enough. She's ready to go home.
That was fun.
Yeah, we're right on the mark.
100 down.
Love garbage disposal talk.
400 to go.
Yeah.
Was that on your bingo card?
Yeah, if the garbage disposal wasn't on your bingo card, check for next week.
You can count that as old man podcast.
Yeah, 100%. And then I said 100%, so that is also probably on your podcast.
100%.
All right, folks, if you enjoyed this podcast, check us out on our website. It's allfishandships.com. Or you can, and if you want to write to us and tell us how much you've enjoyed or hated the first 100 episodes, you can do that. It's allfishandships@gmail.com. Check us out on our Facebook. It's All Fish and Chips at Facebook groups, Facebook pages. It all takes you to the same place eventually. So check us out there. Bubby's going to try the chips and Swedish fish. He's going to be
limon and red.
he did it. Just jam it in there. Let me know how you feel about that, Bubby.
Get some of that up in you.
You can check us out on YouTube. Video, I believe, is still posted there every week. I haven't actually checked it a couple weeks.
Can someone follow Bubby back to church and just let me know how that goes?
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a hoot. Yeah, you'll see it on the news.
You got any openings at VBS tonight? Man, I might just register.
Is Parker going to VBS, by the way?
No, he's
too
18
old.
years old.
That don't stop him. Nothing stops that boy. All right.
Bubby stops that boy.
All right. Yeah.
Every time.
If you want to help support the podcast, you can check us out on our Patreon. It's all Fish and Chips at patreon.com. And if you sign up to be a friend of the podcast, we'll say your name on every episode, just like Carol and Anthony and Ed and Ryan and Sarah and Jordan and KK. I did it. Good job, me. I really need to write this down because I'm going to forget one week. So, having said all of that, my name's Thor.
Tyler,
Bubby.
Bye.
Bye. And,
enjoy the outro.
oh, it's the outro, Amanda. This is what the end of the song sounds like, Bubby.
Nice.
Oh, you started so late.
Huh?
You started so late in the song. We still aren't hearing my favorite part.
See you guys at 101.
What's the last 30 seconds of it?
I know. We're missing all the middle.
All right, I'll make one for the middle and we can play it in the middle of the
we'll just
podcast.
talk over
When
it.
we hit 30 minutes, I'll just start that.
No.
All right, bye.